how to insert data into your Supabase. Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we are going to learn how to automatically insert data into your Supabase using n8n, a super useful workflow automation tool that lets you to connect app without writing a code. So as we all know, I will walk you through step by step through the entire process from setting up your Supabase project and creating a table to connecting it with n8n and inserting short data which I have created this one. So you can, instead of using set note, you can use a different data structures. Like if you have a Google Sheet, then you can use a Google Sheet as well from here. So yeah, that's it. If you talk about the requirements, make sure you have an n8n account. If you don't have an n8n account, just go to into description and you will get the link of the n8n instance. So using that link, you will get 15 days free trial. And the second thing you have to have is Supabase. So I hope you have to have Supabase, and then let's get started this video. Now, as you can see, this is what I have. This is my data. Let me just give you the preview. When I execute this step, let me show you, is it give me this data, which is named Jane, boy, and the email. When I go to my dashboard, let me choose my organization, and this is my project which I have created, and I go to table editor. You will see the data which we have just inserted. So I will go through all the process how you can set up everything from scratch. Now let's move first. So what you have to do is open your n8n and add your Supabase node. So as you can see, you have a create raw and the delete raw, get raw, and there are a lot of actions, but we are inserting the data into it. So I will say simply click on this create raw button. Now from here, what you need to do is to create new credential for to connect with your n8n, the Supabase. Now just simply click on this create new. Now what you need is host and the service role secret. For that, what you need to do is go to your Supabase, and from here what you need to do is go to project settings, and from here you have to go to API keys. Now here you will get the service role secret. Just simply click on this reveal and copy that and get back to your n8n and paste that over here. Now after that, you need the host. Just get back to your Supabase and into data API you will get the URL. Just copy that and get back to your n8n, paste that URL into host section, and then click on the save button. Now n8n will test your connection and it will give you this message of connection has been tested successfully. Just simply click on this cross. It means we have successfully connected our n8n with the Supabase. Now let's learn how you can insert a data into your Supabase. Now as you can see, you have to select the table. Now let's go to our project overview and we will create a new table. So just simply let me just see, click on this new table from here, give a name to your table. In my example, I will give test one, and then I will give a description. Now after that, if I don't want to give a description now, just okay, that's it. Now after that, you have to just simply change over here you can add a column, and if you don't if you want to add up more columns later on, you can add a lot of different columns, but for the starter, I will add all the columns from here. So I will add first name, and then in the type you have to select the text because we are going to use the text. And let's say if you want to add a phone number, then just simply click on the phone number. Then from here you have to choose a type of numeric method, because we will be entering the numeric values. So let's add one more thing, the last name, and this will be the text. To select the text, again you have to add a column, then again you have to add a name. For example, now we will add the email and choose the text from here. So that's it. And then after that, you have to click on the save, wait for a few seconds to create a new table, adding a 4 column. There we go. Let me just close this, wait for a few more seconds. Okay, there we go. We have successfully created this table with the first name, phone number. Now let me get back to my n8n. I have set up this set node just to put data into some like dummy data. You can connect with the Google Sheet as well. Now I will add one more thing over here, which is phone number. Now add some 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, and then we have set up our dummy data. Now let's move to our node where we will simply insert a data. Now from here you have to choose the table which we have created. Just correct that. From here you can auto map your input data values, or what you can do is define below for each column. You can add manually as well. So I will just show you how you can add manually. Now you will get these, select that, and from here what you need to do, let me just execute this again. so you get the better idea. Okay, there we go. Now what you have to do, just simply add one more field with the name of phone number. Again, you have to add one more field with the last name. You have to add one more field with the email. So basically you have to add all the fields over here which you have data. Now let me just drag the first name over here into the this column or field. Now again, we have added our first name. Let's go to phone number. Just drag that phone number into the phone number field value, and then again scroll down a bit, and then we have to add the last name, and then we will add that dynamic value into our field name. Now again, you have to add this email. There we go, our email. So these are the dynamic values, so you don't need to change anything. The data, whatever data will be, it will replace by that. Now let's me execute this step. As you can see here, we have successfully executed our step. Now let's get back to our Supabase and refresh that. Let's see if our data has been inserted or not. Okay, there we go. We have successfully inserted our data into Supabase, and that's it for today's video. If you found this video helpful, then subscribe to our channel, and if you have any question related to anything, just comment it down below. I will try to fix that. So you can do a lot of things after this. Once it is connected, you can insert a lot of data and create a workflow using that database. So yeah, if you have a lot of data, you can build automation based on that. And if you want automation that kind of, and if you are looking a developer to create more automation for you, just comment it down below, or you can come to my Discord. I will create a workflow for you. So that's it for today's video. If you found video helpful, then subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.